Another piece of that application is the letter of recommendation. So a lot of schools will ask for this, and while you don't have control what goes in this letter, you do have control over who writes it. I know a lot of students who say, okay, I'm gonna pick the teacher that gave me the A and thinks that I never make mistakes in class and everything like that. I would rather receive a letter from a teacher who knows you well, who can tell me some specific examples of ways that you've influenced the class discussion or the kind of presence that you have in the classroom. We're not looking to be impressed, we're looking to get to know you. We want to hear more specific stories from those letters. It's so much more interesting for me to hear about a student who, this teacher is saying, wow, we had this classroom discussion and this student really turned things around. They brought so many interesting points. Here's how it influenced the classroom. That's so much more interesting for me to hear than a teacher who says, this student showed up to class, they did their homework, they did everything that I told them to. If you can pick a teacher who speaks specifically to who you are and they know you well, and they can give those examples, that's gonna help so much in the application process.
So one way to think about it is if you have a subject that maybe you've really had to put in a lot of work, or if you've worked with a teacher, after school, putting in some extra time, even though you maybe get a slightly lower grade in that class, sometimes that is actually the teacher you want to ask, because that demonstrates, hey, this is not my best subject, but I'm still willing to put a lot of time into it. And the reason I like that is that really fills in kind of an extra piece of the puzzle, right? Like you get your A in math and you get a C in English, and then I have the letter of rec to sort of like lift up that lower part of the transcript and complete the picture.